Are you trying to build the best team in Madden? Well, go today and avoid the packs and save some racks. Head on over, use code CC for 15% off.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Smoking in the mirror, I just practicing my wrist flick. I can't settle for a quarter, real fast. Need a bare maximum. Word to Khalil Mack. Boy, so ambitious, all gotta go.
Hey, what is going on, Madden family? We are here today to talk about No Money Spent, the ultimate guide for everyone who is going to be going no money spent in Madden 21. Now, you know we are going to be doing our series of no money spent in Madden 21 as well. We did it in 20. You guys really seem to like it, so we're obviously going to do it again. And for this, I used my knowledge. Didn't always used to spend money. And talk to some other guys who are really good at building a full no money spent squad. And I'm going to give you guys sort of the tips that you can remember all year long. So with that being said, let's get into this video. Let's have some fun. And let's be ready for that grind to 99. No money spent. How we do it. Now, as always, with every single video we do, I do appreciate you guys' support coming by. If you can, if you enjoy the video, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe, all that sort of fun stuff. We got lots of stuff always going on for you guys. It's always going to be fun. But when you enter into Madden, brand new, no money spent, it's always a little difficult, right? Because you're starting way behind anyone who spent money. So the first thing here is if you were deciding should you buy like the MVP edition or not the MVP edition to get that sort of head start, that's an up to you thing, right? That's up to you. It's not something I'm going to push towards anyone, but I want to cover a couple key points that you can remember at all times during no money spent. Okay, get it, got it, good. Number one, super, you know what this is, playing your solos, right? Whether it's the solos at launch, the solos that come throughout the year, you're going to get coins, you're going to get cards, you're going to get packs, you're going to get nat cards and all sorts of stuff, which is a phenomenal way to do things, okay? There are some solos year in and year out which do sort of pay dividends. Now, when you start the year, we get a lot of these legend solos as well. Things that on a money spent account, I'm not really doing, but on a no money spent account, you are going to be doing them because you're going to be getting certain cards for them, right? And here what we're really just getting is like the power up, and then what it looks like about 3,000 coins if you finish it all. It is a full game, and the power up normally you can sell if you don't want the card, which is going to be a couple extra thousand coins. And at certain points during the year, if you happen to miss these, those power ups can actually vary and change in price. With the Redux program being a thing, and assume it's probably coming back next year, a lot of times these legends and these power-ups became really expensive at certain times. Something like Michael Strahan's power-up at one point later in the year was going for 20k. You know, that 20k buys you a lot more later on. So if you want to save these, hey, you know what, you can, right? You can. If not, by all means, when they drop, you got to do them. Same thing with the gauntlets, the team of the week solos, your journeys, all of these use what you should be doing, right? Got it? Got it? Good. Okay. Now, the second part of that is always Team of the Year. Every week with Team of the Week, we've been getting tokens, collectibles, whatever we want to call them, from the solos. You want to make sure that you do those every single week so that you can get the free Team of the Year card when Team of the Year drops. It's been a staple in my, got to assume it's coming back. It's the one thing you really want to make sure. It is kind of time sensitive to play your solos each and every week. Team of the week, very important. All the solos are important. That's where everyone should start and do that, right? Step one. Now, step two here is basically for when the game drops, right? If you happen to see this later on in the year and the game is already dropped, this isn't necessarily going to hold true. At the beginning of the year, the best thing you can do is acquire cards. Don't hold coins, acquire cards. Especially if you were going to be getting it on like the second day of EA access, something like that, because what's going to happen is cards are going to rise in price. Even low overall cards, whether it's good golds or low elites, they're all going to raise in price over the next couple weeks. The caveat there is that as they rise in price and you can make coins off them, if you need to spend those coins, then hey, guess what, you're going to be paying a premium for those cards that you would want to get as well. So it's either go after the low overall cards to invest in them, sell them off, and hold the coins for a little bit. Maybe play a little less of online, or grind enough to get some of the cards you want at a cheaper price for the long run. It really is up to you how you do that. I always want to have coins on hand, but you don't want to have too many coins on hand either, because you want to be spending stuff, you want to be preparing. So for me, someone who actually wants to play online, play weekend league, play solo battles, I'm going to start trying to build my team over building my coin count in the beginning. All right, step 3, again, this is a pretty simple one. It's going to be solo battles and weekend league, right? You're saying, CC, I'm not a top 100 player in solo battles. I'm not a top 100 player in weekend league. Hey, that's fine. It's perfectly fine. There are still good rewards for the lower levels. Even if you don't finish it all, those are coins you can make pretty easy. And when you get those rewards, when you're going to get those reward packs, those red zone packs and touchdown packs that have coin quick sells, you want to use those, right? You want to take those coins. Additionally, when you get trophies, assume they're going to do trophies the same way they did in Madden 20 with this competitive currency here. A lot of times we go after the Madden coach, right? I don't really think the Madden coach is all that helpful. If you wanted to do it until you get to the speed version, by all means do that, right? +1 speed is nice. Otherwise, I would be saving it up, getting these touchdown packs and stuff, taking the coins, moving on, building my coin count that way. That's exactly what I would do. Again, I don't think that the Madden coach really is a huge boost. It's not a game changer. It's not going to win you many more games or make your team in solos that much better. But I know a lot of people want the speed. If you want the speed, get the speed. It's going to be a couple thousand trophies, obviously. But a couple thousand trophies, let's say it's the same ratio, right? Say it was 5,000 trophies it takes to get to speed, right? So you're talking 220 divided by 5,000, give or take 22 of these. So that means that Madden coach is then costing you over 1 million coins potentially. Is it really worth it, especially early on in the year? I don't think so. Don't go for the Madden coach, in my opinion. Next step here is basically like knowing when to sell your team, right? We know that they're going to be the static big promos that we get. Your most feared, your Thanksgiving and Blitz, your Zero Chill. A lot of times what you should do is sell your team, right? Because they're going to go down in value, and you can then just buy back the same team if you really want to and have some extra coins. Biggest key to selling your team is don't do it too late. It is a very fine window, but we will know likely based on how the calendar and how the year is going of when these promos are going to approximately drop. If you sell your team too late, you're going to miss out. If you sell your team too early, you might not get as much value as possible for you. Now, when you do sell your team, it also does limit you from probably competing well in solo battles and competing well in weekend league. If those are still things you want to do, selling your team is probably not the best idea for you. Additionally, when you sell your team, you also lose the potential of having a card that goes up in value with the drop of a promo. Maybe it's a power up, or maybe it's a base card or a redux or something like that when they get an upgrade. So it is very particular. I personally am not a big sell your team guy. I've never have been. And mainly, like I said, that's because I play the game consistently week in and week out, whether it's on a main account, a no money spend account, a little money spend account, whatever it has been. I've always wanted to hold on to my team because I enjoy playing every single day, whether, like I said, it could be weekend league, solo battles, hell, even just seasons games, right? If you want, find that niche, find that very particular time, sell your team. If not, if you're like me, don't worry about it so much. Don't worry about the risk. Just play the game. All right, next up here is flipping cards. Now, I'm not talking about investing in cards here. I'm just talking about flipping in cards in general. Once the Madden MUT season gets going, you're going to see a lot of trends in the market. The biggest trend that you can see weekly is on Legend Saturdays, okay? On Saturdays, obviously, there's bigger packs. More people are opening packs. More people are opening bundles. And what that means, supply versus demand. Obviously, the supply is way up. The demand is down a little bit. Those cards get cheap. what you want to do is find the proper price for cards, not specific full legends or anything like that, but smaller pieces in the game, especially if training is still obviously going strong. And you'll want to buy those cards on Saturday and generally hold them until Tuesday or Wednesday. The market will rise and you'll do that. Additionally, if you happen to be a money spent player, this works for you as well. When you're opening bundles on the weekend, do not sell your cards on Saturday unless it's the brand new legend or the brand new something like that, right? Because what's going to happen at that point, maybe you pull like the first Sean Taylor, obviously you want to sell that, right? You want to get all those coins. But if you pull some of these other pieces for some of these older cards, it's something you want to hold on to. Not, as I said, not investing. You're just holding for 5 days, 4 days, whatever it may be. And you're going to be able to make 20 to 30% of your coins kind of every week, which adds up a lot over time. Additionally, if you happen to be out on the weekend, there's limited edition cards. A lot of times, if you want that card, that is the time to buy it 100%, get it, hold it, use it, sell it, profit, etc. Right? So use this each and every week, because once those the packs in the market run dry midweek, you can make some coins on it again. So pay attention to the market after the first few Saturdays to really see where things are going, and you'll have a much better idea of what to buy it for, and how to make some easy coins. And the last one, and I think this is the biggest coin making, it's not even a method, it's just a fact of how the game goes. Promo time, right? Anytime promos come along, if there happens to be these loopholes, obviously that's something you're going to want to take advantage of as much as possible. Additionally, what happens with a lot of promos, when cards go away, we see some of these things here that did not go away, right? So that hurts. But in promos where things are going to be going away, those cards are going to be a little bit harder to get, right? Once the zero chill packs are out, obviously it's harder to get zero chill cards. Thanksgiving, same thing, right? So what you will want to do is find that the low point of prices during a promo, which is normally like the best day of the promo at the same point, and start buying, investing. A lot of times you can buy some of the gold cards or low elite pieces for a pretty decent price. Like for Thanksgiving time, you could have bought a lot of those cards for 1,000 coins or under, with a little bit of diligence. And then they were selling for 2,000 to 3,000 coins after that, right? Even though they were fairly common in packs, they weren't as common, which drove the price down. Use promos to your advantage. When there's training sets, when there's rerolls, use that to your advantage. Again, the goal when you hit into these promos is make coins, not necessarily build your team. You can do that at the same point, but you want to be able to make coins, because promos are always the key time for that. Additionally, one thing I did a lot of on my No Money Spent this year is I opened a lot of coin packs. I did that simply because I could afford to do it on there, right? I knew we were in a shorter season with No Money Spent. It didn't overly matter, but I still did it, okay? So obviously these are all bad ideas. These are all bad ideas. Unless we find that one of these get a gold player or get a player packs happens to be sort of returning about a little profit, then you'll want to check into it. But we'll obviously cover that for you once 21 hits and rolls out. You guys want to be here for that, but that is simply the outline for No Money Spent. You can apply this, you can make it work, you can make a lot of coins very easily with taking as little risk as possible and just playing the game. Madden is easier than ever to earn coins, to build a team without spending money. I firmly believe that was the way in 20, and I think they'll probably make it that way in 21. It might even be easier. We'll see. I hope so, but I appreciate you guys' time. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in Madden 21. I'm out. Peace.